Do you know that the letter A is one single letter, but in English, it has got 7 different pronunciations. That's right, and that's why a lot of words are mispronounced. And therefore, in today's lesson, I want to show you 7 ways to pronounce A. If you understand how to pronounce these words and how to say each of these sounds correctly, I'm sure your pronunciation will become a whole lot better. So, let's look at the first way to pronounce the letter A. Now, the first way to pronounce A is this symbol. Now, this symbol sort of looks a little unfamiliar to you, but the symbol is simply A. Say this with me, A. Now, in a sentence, I've got many words with this A sound, and here we go. She had a bad accident on Saturday. Say this with me. Let's practice A. She had a bad accident on Saturday. Okay, again, make sure you don't call it an R. It's simply A. A as in apple. Let's look at some very common words with the A sound. I'm sure you're probably mispronouncing them. So what are they? Let's have a look. Analyze, actually, practical, tactful, and then cranberry. Okay, say this with me again. Analyze, actually, practical, tactful, cranberry. We have some more words for you. Tally, marry, scam. Okay, you are sometimes the victim of a scam. And then you have your favorite brand. And sometimes you need to have a good strategy. Strategy. Let's go to these words again with the A sound. Tally, marry, scam, brand, strategy. Strategy. Well, this is just the first way to pronounce the A letter. This is the first sound of the A letter, which is A. But if you want to do a deep dive and understand more about English sounds, well, I've got something very interesting for you. This is a beautifully designed English pronunciation course. It is literally your Bible to learn English pronunciation. Why? Let me tell you, this course is divided into 2 parts. On the one hand, it teaches you everything you need to know about accent reduction, which means it will take you through 44 English sounds. That's right, we have 26 alphabets, but we've got 44 English sounds, which means if you learn how to speak the 44 English sounds correctly, well, that's a great way to learn good pronunciation. But it's not about just the sounds, it's also about the way you speak. And therefore, the second part of this course teaches you how to intonate, how to, enhance the pitch of your voice and speak in a way that gives a great presence to people who you are speaking with. It really enhances the quality of your speech by giving you great volume, great pitch, and good intonation. So make sure you take up this course with us. It's an English pronunciation course which is available on all devices and therefore easily accessible. To know more about this, well, I want you to click on the link in the description of this video. Okay. Anyway, for now, let's stick with A. We'll go back to the second sound of the letter A, which is, well, it is air. Now again, this seems a little unfamiliar. This is only a symbol. But how do you say this? The best way to remember it is by thinking of the word air. Okay? Please do not call it an A. It's not an A, it is a air, where your tongue is somewhere in the middle of your mouth and your mouth is halfway open. Not open all the way, but not closed either. So it is simply, repeat after me, air, air. Let's look at a sentence where this word appears several times. I wasn't aware that a bear was glaring at me on the stairs. Okay? Make sure you don't say air. It's not aware, it's aware. We'll try again. I wasn't aware that a bear was glaring at me on the stairs. Let's look at some words, some high frequency words with this sound. Prepare. I cannot tell you how many people call this a prepare. It's prepare. Then you've got stairs. You've got again our bear, welfare, square, and a very common word, aware. Okay, we have to use this word very often, so make sure you're saying aware, aware, not aware, aware. And last of all, you've got tear. All right, we'll go to our third sound with the letter A, which is a very common sound. I believe that this sound is relatively easier for most people. It is simply called ah, which means that you are practically yawning just to produce this sound. We'll see a sentence which is, there was a jar in the car that wasn't parked too far from the mart. Say this with me. There was a jar in the car that wasn't parked too far from the mart. Let's look at some words with this sound. Father. Again, you go for a yawn. Father. Plant. Cartwheel. Laugh. And you have craft. Mirage. Dance. Cartoon. Bali. And then you've got darling, which is a very loving way of calling someone. Now let me tell you that some of these words in American English might be pronounced with the a sound. For example, some people say my father, the plant, I laughed, or the craft. That's okay. Some of the words have the a, but some words like mirage is always mirage, cartoon is always cartoon. So some of these words do have the a sound. But if you're speaking in the British English, which is what we typically speak in over here in Asia, so we're going to use the ah sound. All right, then we're going to go to the next sound, which has the A letter, but the sound, however, looks like this, and it is said like this. Aw. Aw. Now, you know what? If you want to remember this sound, think about how you feel when you see something very cute, like a little puppy dog or a really adorable baby. What do you say? You say, aw. Is that the word that comes out of your mouth? Well, it does in most cases. So think of it as aw. Okay, that's how you feel when you see something extremely, extremely cute. Let's see a sentence. All the tall girls talk and walk while they call their friends on the phone. Say this after me. All the tall girls talk and walk while they call their friends on the phone. Let's see some words with this sound. Paw. Although. Already. Authority. Almost. Awesome. The opposite of awesome, which is very good, is very bad, which also means awful. Awkward, lawn, and dawn. Say these words after me. Paw, although, already, authority, almost, awesome, awful, awkward, lawn, and dawn. Okay, let's go to our next sound with the A, which looks like this, but what is it? It is simply called an A. Think of it as you simply saying the letter A. So let's look at the sentence. 8 mates were late for their date with a girl named Kate. Well, that's many guys dating the woman Kate. So let's say it again. 8 mates were late for their date with a girl named Kate. Poor Kate. Anyway, let's look at some words with the A sound. organization, preparation, vacation, daily, shady, parade. This A has the A sound, not this one. Parade. Not parade, but parade. Crusade, maple, stable, debate. All right, so these words have got the A sound. We'll move on to our next sound with the A letter, which looks like this. Then you're probably thinking it is a I. It's not an I, this is a symbol. What is the sound? The sound is like this. I. What are you doing? Your mouth is very relaxed. You're hardly moving your mouth. You're not opening it either. And you're simply going I. It's almost like you're saying the word it, but without the T. You're only saying this part. You're saying it as a I. Let's look at a few sentences to understand this sound a little better. My views on the climate. Now remember guys, there is an A in this word, but do not call it a climate. It's a I, climate. Think of it as climate. My views on the climate are legitimate, although private. Okay, very common words ending with the A. Believe me, you do not want to call them legitimate or private. It's simply climate, legitimate, private. Say these after me. My views on the climate are legitimate, although private. Okay, let's see some really common words with the I sound. Take your notes because you're probably saying them incorrectly. The first word is private, like we saw, legitimate, climate. Some more words, percentage, not percentage, percentage. I. Usage. Do you have a lot of data? Usage or usage? Well, now you know it is usage. Then you have mortgage. You're probably paying the loan on your house. That's a mortgage, not mortgage. Sewage. Where does your trash go? To the sewage. Package. When you order something, what do you get? Package. Advantage. Well, there's so many people who say advantage, which is completely incorrect. It is advantage. And last of all, when you want to tell people that they're good, when you want to give them some motivation, what do? You encourage. Encourage them. Not encourage them, encourage. Okay? Lots of common words here. Make sure you're saying them with the I sound, even though they are spelt with the letter A. And then we've got a very weird looking symbol. This sound is simply It's almost like you're doing a hiccup. You're doing nothing. In fact, this is the shortest sound in English, also called the schwa sound. So let's look at some sentences. The analysis. Now don't say eh. It's not analysis, it is The analysis about the amazing innovation was available and approved. Okay? All these words, if you notice, you're using them all the time, so you want to say them correctly. Analysis, about, amazing, available, approved. Okay, let's look at a few words. Appear. Again, not again. Again. Acquire. Acquire means to take something. Align, not align. Announce. The common mistake is to start these words with the eh. It's not eh, it is We'll again do this. Appear, again, acquire, align, announce. Some more words. Arrange, appraisal, another, advantage, and around. Okay? Make sure you're saying it as an This is a word, this is a sound that requires very less effort, so don't open your mouth too much. Just go Alright, well, these are the 7 sounds of the letter A. Believe me, you may think that you're not making a mistake, but now that I have shown you these high frequency words, you can tell me what words you are mistakenly using for the wrong A sound. Okay, make sure you're saying them right. And in the comments, tell me which words you have mispronounced and which words you commit to pronouncing correctly, because you must pronounce well if you want to speak English like a natural speaker. I'll be back with some more lessons. Until then, this is me saying keep practicing the A sound. Keep learning. I'll see you soon. Take care.